What's going on, guys? Excited to be here today because I got two brand new HK pistols made in the fatherland, German guns. Here we go, the VP9 A1 F and K. Alright guys, so let's first start with the VP9 A1F. We're going to compare both of these pistols to like my standard VP9 that I have with the match slide and with the standard slide, just to kind of give you an idea of what the size differences are. And I'll put some stats up on the screen so you can see, directly from HK all the different metrics of sizes and lengths and all that stuff, so you can see that for yourself. But we're going to touch on like the key improvements the A1 offers over the VP9, the standard VP9 line, which in fact is being discontinued as of now to usher in the new A1 versions of the guns. So an upgrade that you can't really see on the outside is they have an enhanced trigger now in the VP9 A1. So you're getting a nickel Teflon coated trigger bar that just gives you a little bit smoother of a trigger feel, a little cleaner than the original. So you're getting just a better all-around trigger, and it's going to be kind of hard to show you against mine because mine is worked, so it's not really going to be a fair comparison. But from the factory, you'll see there is that take up to the wall, not much. A nice short, crisp break there, reset. Back on the wall. I would say for a stock trigger, it's not bad for sure. You can definitely feel that it's not gritty in there. So I think that is an upgrade. Guys, I got a question. Do you like paying full price for stuff? I don't. That's why Monadnock Firearms have given all you cool people 5% off your whole order over $100. Link to their Instagram account will be below. Check them out. Another improvement over the standard VP9 is going to be in the grip area. So what you'll notice here, that on this, it's not as contoured finger grooves as on the original. You'll see here on mine, on the original VP9, it's a little more dug in, a little more carved out for those fingers. Some people like that, some people don't. But I think it's worth noting that the grip is slightly changed in that way. But I think for the better. I mean, for me, it doesn't make a difference. Like it's still slightly there, but it's definitely more rounded off than you can see there than the original, where it's more grooved. I mean, this feels good. I definitely like the way this feels, but this doesn't feel bad. It's just giving you, and those people who didn't like how pronounced those grooves are, gives you just sort of like a middle ground between not having any and just having just a little bit. I mean, to me, that's what it feels like. It gives you just a little bit of that finger groove, whereas this is much more pronounced. Another thing you'll notice here is on these, a factory flared magwell, with molded into the grip, as compared to something aftermarket that I have here on my VP9. Just that slight flare that will help with those reloads. And here the F comes with a 20 rounder, so you'll see how that fits in there. Gives you that nice little bit of contour just to help you widen that out just a little bit. And the F also comes with a 17, so you get a 17 and a 20 out of the box. And what's cool about the standard magazines is the base plates are different, so they're giving you a little bit of a notch, a little bit of a groove there, just to aid in removing of the magazines for some reason, if they're stuck or whatever. But it is nice that is an upgrade there over the standard ones, just the flat standard base plates. Nice little touch there on those, and you can see how that kind of fits right there. The other thing that you're getting on this is the extended length of pull option you can do on the grip. So it's going to come with an extended medium and extended large back strap for those that have a much larger hand that want to increase their length of pull to the trigger. So for me, like I've got like a medium-sized hand, so it's always good for me just running like the medium. So I don't have that issue. But for people who have a big hand, they have their hand really curled up in there, they want to make their hand a little longer, make it more comfortable to shoot. That extended back strap is going to give you just a little bit, bring your hand back to make it so you have a more comfortable or longer length of pull. It's nice that they've added that feature in with the grip to give you more versatility on the back straps and the grip panels and all of those things, just to customize it more to your hand. So plus there. All right, so some of the last features that the VP9 A1 is going to offer you is in some of the texturing in the slide and the frame. So in the slide, you'll see here there's more serrations in the front and more serrations in the back as compared to the regular VP9. And you're also getting serrations here on the frame, whereas the standard VP9 does not have those in the frame. So it's a little bit of a better index for you if you run your thumbs forward. So you get that little bit of a reference point, a little bit of a grippy texture there. And then as you'll see on the standard VP9 or the old VP9, the grooves are more spread out. So you're getting more grooves and a longer pattern than in the standard VP9. Also, the rear portion, where you have the nubs to help rack the slide if you're pinching it and pulling it back, you've got some larger and textured versions of those that actually do feel pretty nice as far as gripping. So they're larger and they just feel a little more tactile with that grip, that gripped area in the rear, serrated and larger there. The ambi controls on the left-hand side are more pronounced and more dug in than on the standard. Same as the slide release and slide lock lever here. It is serrated, more extended, just to give you that better purchase and push down to release the slide. Whereas here, this is just more of like a little tiny hump with a little bit of a serration, whereas this is a much more pronounced version, larger, more serrations. And again here, weak side for you lefties out there, just a little bit of something there versus a little bit larger of an option. In the F model is a 4.53 barrel, and the grip length is slightly longer for that F as being full size. So this is just giving you a more full size, all-round, larger VP9 option. So longer barrel, a little bit longer grip, which is more comparable to the VP9. The K is the one that's going to be your shorter version to give you that in the middle ground between a full size and a subcompact. Kind of falls right in the middle there, which some people might like, especially for that carry. They don't want to carry something too small because they don't like it, and they don't want to carry something full size like a full size VP9 or VP9F with the larger barrel, larger grip, longer grip. That's more meant for outside the holster or outside the waistband holsters. So there's that option. And the optics mounting plates, where there was 7 before, you're getting an additional 2 plates. So you will be using the plate system again for the optics, but does give you that versatility as far as whatever optic you want to run. The additional 2 plates are going to be for the 509T and the EPS optic choices from Holosun. So a lot of variety. It covers everything that I can think of as far as that goes. So nothing really changes there except for the 2 additional mounting plates for the slide, and you're good to go. All right, now let's talk about the K. I think my favorite version of the 2 that are offered right now. The K just gives you that middle ground, just like I was saying, middle ground between a full size and a subcompact. There's a shorter grip length here. Magazines are different. So these ship with a 15 rounder that's going to be flush fit. Still have the same little cutout and everything for the magazine base plate. Still the same flared mag well that you got on the F. So all that's the same. This you're getting the 4-inch barrel. Still got all the same optics plates. This is still running the Holosun on top. The direct mount with the solar only model. This, to me, now I have not shot these yet. This is first shots through these guns, but to me, this one is really nice for my hand. I have like that medium to large type of hand, so nothing crazy, and I get a full purchase on that grip. That flared mag well there really feels nice around the hand, so it kind of cups it in there pretty good. It feels nice. So instead of having that extended magwell, flare magwell on the VP9 that I have originally, original magwell is, is narrow, it's kind of thin, whereas this you're getting that flare, and then you're getting the finger grooves on the magazine if you need to rip and pull for whatever reason to clear any malfunctions. So it's doing what the other one tried to do, where the VP9 had those little cutouts in the grip, whereas this gives you the flare and then the cutouts on the base plate for that from the factory. So here you're going to see the difference from the standard VP9 versus the VP9 A1K. It is a shorter grip. I have some room there in my hand before the flared magwell at the bottom, whereas this one, I'm right on that flared magwell at the bottom. So with my hand, this is that more full-size grip. A nice carry option as far as that goes. The slide itself is the same length as the standard VP9. It's the grip length that you're saving on for carry, co-witness with the red dot, because the optic sits so low. So a really nice sight picture on this with the low sitting optic. All right, let's do it. First shots with the new VP9 A1F. Got 10 rounds in her. Let's see what happens. So yeah, I was trying to focus on the trigger there. It felt pretty good. It's a pretty damn good trigger right out of the box. Feels nice. It really, that extended slide release, you don't think it makes a difference, but it definitely does. Much easier to dig your finger in on to close it. Just right there, feels good, easy. All right, let's run the K. Something to note, all of the larger VP9 mags will work, so the 20 rounder is in there, but you do have that space. So these are a different magazine for the K, a little shorter to accommodate that grip. So, I mean, you can run any magazine you want, but the special 15 rounders for this particular grip length will be the difference in those. So let's take a couple shots with these. Another 10 rounds here. I'll tell you what, I prefer this grip. I mean, well, this grip length, the grip length feels nice because it feels nice in my hand on the K. I actually prefer, I mean, this is just me, I mean, shooting them back to back is a way to tell, obviously. The K versus the F, I prefer the K. And I don't know if it's because it's that half-inch, shorter barrel. This just feels, to me, for whatever reason, a little flatter. And I'm not a professional shooter. Anything, the longer barrel you get, the more noticeable muzzle flip you're going to have, because it's moving at distance. So I don't know if it's that, and I don't know if it's because I'm so used to shooting compensated guns right now, which HK compensate these guns from the factory. That'd be awesome. Maybe an A2, not sure, but comping this bad boy like everybody else is doing right now. Move that front sight back, put a factory comp in. That would be awesome. I don't know if the Germans are into that sort of thing, but it is definitely where the industry's at. But the VP9 in this configuration, in the K, for me, feels really nice. I mean, it's similar to that standard VP9 as far as barrel length goes. So this is, very similar, almost if not the same as far as length of slide. So it's familiar if you're used to shooting a VP9. But I think the difference there, if you haven't had trigger work done, it's the trigger that feels nice. It's the extra serrations there that you're getting that feel a little bit more, they feel a little bit more aggressive. Like they might not look as large in the side-by-side shots, but they feel more grippy. They feel more aggressive than the original ones. Same in the back, you get, like I was showing, you get that longer surface area. The slide just feels better. It feels more grippy. And again, if you're gonna do the pinch and pull, you get more of a surface area on that as well. So that feels really nice. Let's do something fun real quick. Let's run all three back to back. I'll start with the original VP9 in the match configuration. So it'll just basically give me a feel for the grip and everything, how the grip is feeling. Run it then right back to the F, and then run it to the K. Here we go, 5 rounds in the match, 5 rounds in the F, 5 rounds in the K. Quick, back to back. Okay, the match, it's a little unfair. It's ported, and all that, has the gas pedal. I was trying to lay off the gas pedal, but the match feels good. But then jumping right from the match to the F, felt very similar to the match, just didn't have the porting. You could tell I was getting a little more kick on the barrel. But then going to the K, I really just preferred the K. I mean, it was really close. It just is close. It's a great trigger from the factory. Like feeling it back to back with this one that's tuned, and then feeling this one. It's close. It's really close. It's close. This one edges it out for sure, but from the factory, man, that feels like a nice trigger. All right, guys, I mean, that's really it. The A1 is here, and it's an update over the original VP9. Much improved features. It feels good. My favorite is the K, kind of bridges the gap between a compact and a full-size. If you like a full-size pistol, they got you covered with the F. I don't think you could go wrong either way. I'm really glad that HK is continuing to bring out new stuff to market. It's been forever, half a decade since new stuff is coming out, and they're pumping it out. And this one here, all German made. So if that's a thing for you, you need to have German stuff. There it is, another piece to the collection. Let's go, guys. Don't forget Steve MP5. And I'll see you next time.